like people to enjoy the space. So I selected the color based on two things. The original building, when we took over in October last year, we kept some really old windows from the original building. Take a look at the color of the original color of the doors and the windows, then you'll know why I chose this color. As you can see, the entire doing out of this street, you don't need to pay entrance fee. We did it because we want people to enjoy. Okay? So perhaps we walk in, then we have no danger. So just right here, then I can introduce you. What you see up here is the arch. The other controversial about this arch is a lot of people, the 20% of people who dislike this arch tells me that this arch did not exist that 100 years ago that you talked about. So reasons, I felt that there's a need for the arch to come in because this is the entrance to Wai Tai Hong. This is a welcoming entrance. The last thing I want to do is for you to walk into a back lane. Because if this is without an arch, and I did not even build a bridge, you are going to walk straight into people's back lane door. You see that 3 doors there? Now that's the second thing that they're unhappy about. Why did I build a bridge? So come in. We did with our personal money. We is Wai Chuan. It's a company of 5 partners. I'm one of them. We funded this with our own money at 1.5 million ringgit so far. We own these 10 shop lots for the next 12 years, so we are called a master leaser. Our intention is to rent this space out, but I really feel that just renting the space is not good enough. I want to do it up. So renting the shop was easy. Paint a new fresh and paint, you go give me 500, 1,000 ringgit more and I can rent 10 shop lots, I earn money. But I felt I need to give character. I felt there's so much potential. Why not just do a bit? I get my money back really. It's easy to rent shops here because everybody wants to be Panggung Street. But I want to do something different. Okay? So this bridge was built for that reason. For the unhappy people who don't like the bridge because they say Wai Tai Hong never had a bridge before. You were right, never did. But it's pretty. And why is it pretty? You're walking into this bridge. This bridge is done by refurbished boats that were used in all these buildings here. That when we did the refurbishment, when we did the restoration, we took out the woods. These are all old woods. You can see that they're all old woods from the building in there. Why am I putting a bridge over? If you walk in through people's back lane, sedap or not so nice. You see those doors? They are the kitchen doors from the different restaurants here. I can't tell them to keep the doors closed. It's like telling people let's not do business. So in order to coexist and also collaborate, we do things like build a bridge so that you can still do yours and I will do mine, but it's so much more pretty, so much more pleasant. Okay? Now you probably have to get away from the shade already because you have to start seeing the murals. These murals here, come this side now. These murals here are painted by local artists in Malaysia. They are not the super popular local artists because our intention is to give opportunity to budding artists. These artists that we have hired 5 different artists to hire to do all the murals in this are all local Malaysians who are doing this for the first time. Passionately want to do it, not popular enough to have done it. We tried to work with each other to build the talent. And if you see their work, it's amazing. There are a total of 6 murals, all with different character. You know why? All painted by different people. The strokes used, the color choice are all different. You'll be able to tell you when later I show you there are 2 murals side by side, you can immediately see there are 2 different artists. So this one shows young couple. It's called a red bridge, by the way. You see the Hong Qiao there? You see the sign Hong Qiao? This is called a red bridge. We even gave a name to this bridge. OKU friendly for those bloggers who need to take note. Because some people always ask, hey, you know, you bring me to this place, not OKU friendly, but this is OKU friendly. We build it so that wheelchairs can go up and down. You just need to be strong enough with your head. Okay, so this mural will depict the young couple. And why am I not showing faces, but I'm showing the back of them? Because my idea, or our idea, is to show the future. You know, this age, it's about the future. Everyone's future, vision, goals, and what they want in life is different. No need to show faces. It's open. It's different. You have yours, I have mine. And what I need you to do right now is to whip up your mobile phone. If every one of you can whip up your mobile phone and QR code this. There's a reason. Just QR code that. I'm going to ask Ryan while you QR code it because I want you to save that QR code for later and you can laugh at it. Ryan's going to play what does the QR code do. You have to walk over here, Ryan, because there are people there.
唔制啊！再講多一次，嚟啦！
好啦好啦，錫到你燶啦！
算你啦。
So, in the old days, when we want to go pak tor, we don't pak tor at malls. We don't pak tor at places where we actually can have a proper communication. We pak tor at an air-conditioned place that has Wi-Fi. Fair enough. Don't laugh like your parents for sure. Air-conditioned Wi-Fi requirement, because they don't have air-conditioned and Wi-Fi, it will be picnic spots, the ponds, the streams, the rivers, the bridges, under the bridge, lots of spaces where they can really bergayo lah. No? This guy is inspired by Loy K. Anybody know Loy K? Yeah, you're young people. Oh, you cannot not, when you're not means you're not so young. Because I know Loy K. Okay, so the concept of Loy K, this guy in his old days, in the old the action movies, when a guy wants to do every action, he has to say it out. 等我開道門先，咦？點解嗰度有一樣嘢？等我攞起先。That kind of character, 1960s being depicted. Okay, so go through their funny conversation and we'll go through the next layer. Probably have to stand there, then you will have to stand there. The sun has gone down for me, thank you God. Alright, now, remember I said that there were controversials about the choice of color I've chosen for the doors and the windows and then the walls. Now these are the original doors and original windows that is up on the wall right now. You're looking at it. Original because they were taken down. I couldn't restore them anymore. You can see their condition. But they are good enough to be seen as windows, so we put it up. Of course, Instagrammers will love this because it's like a spot for your action. Because the people who built this place, just so you all know, only built it for residential. They never thought about it being a shop. So whatever you're seeing right now was built as residential, converted to shop. The other thing you will notice is 廚廠街，你點講？廚廠街係嘛？係錯㗎。So the place called 廚廠街 used to be 薯廠，整薯粉嘅廠。Tapioca factory 薯廠。So it's supposed to be 薯廠街, but that is it was 薯廠街. And when not 薯廠街, but we all like Lepak people 薯廠街. When it was a 薯廠街, people, factory workers had to build their homes around it because to get to the factory, because it was like a weird space for it to just to land here 嘛. So when they start building houses around the 廠，嗰個街就係 meet to 嗰個薯廠，就變咗薯廠嘅街。Therefore it was 薯廠街。One is a resident. 河狗 already moved. In fact, 河狗 due to this region is way more popular. 河狗is definitely doing better there than here. Because they were a metal hunter. They were like 100-year-old lamppost, and I didn't move it here. It was originally set up here. So when electricity first hit Kuala Lumpur, the first batch of lampposts was built around Chu Chong Gai, and some other areas like Penang and all where they have first electricity hit Malaysia. So these were the first sets. I can't tell you their number what, but the first sets. I only got to know because as I read some of the writers and the historians who wrote about it, and he said that it's behind this cafe, He Tian or He Tian Cafe. I checked and said, where is this cafe? This guy used to be the He Tian Cafe. So I realized that I have the 100-year-old lamppost. Cannot read. Okay, restoration works has to be done. I'm not the best person, I'm not a historian as well. So you can see how different it is. But it has to be done in order for me to put electricity in there. So this is the only functioning 100-year-old lamppost in Kuala Lumpur today. So I have all the photos. If you go into the hashtag Kwai Chai Hong or Facebook page Kwai Chai Hong, you will see the before and after. If someone comes to me and say you should really restore it to before, I don't think you guys will walk in. Yeah. Okay. I mean that's my attempt, my biggest attempt. People may not like it. Okay. So move on. There are a few characters that represent Kwai Chai Hong. We talked about. Did I tell you why Kwai Chai Hong? Did I tell you the 3 reasons why Kwai Chai Hong? Okay, so the first reason why Kwai Chai Hong, when we spoke to the old folks around here, is because when the Chinese people migrate to Malaysia, they will look for a place. Last time Malaysia was Nam Yong, they don't call Malaysia Malaysia, because it's Nam Yong. They do Nam Yong, Taiwan, they look for Chinese place where the Chinese can settle. And the first place they look for is places where lots of Chinese can settle and congregate, which is Chu Chong Gai area. So when they settle down, a lot of them age here, they grow old here, and they brought a lot of their culture here. So Wu, which is a part of their musical instrument, Yangqing, Wuzhen, all these were part of the things that they brought through when they migrate here. So the QR code for this one describes this uncle. How is his life here before? And the life of the uncle sounds like this. You can take the QR code in a minute. Look at him and hear this.
我最中意拉二胡，得閒可以約埋幾個老友齊齊演奏，拉下拉下，幾十年咁就過去啦。
So this is really trying to show you, you know what they do? Our definition of jamming in the studio is the definition of 5 o'clock, everybody come and bring an instrument, everybody jam. And their jam is not like us jam. They will you nghe, I nghe, and then I ding dong ding dong. And that's their version of jamming. Okay, so we move on to the next character. So remember to do the QR code, yeah? Yeah. So the main reason why it's called Guai Zai Hong, when the people came from Namyong and they came here, when the parents are busy making money, basically when people come from Namyong, they are not the rich family. So when the parents go and work, guess who is left behind doing mischief? The kids. And my Yakan family, the family. So with all this Yakan family and all the kids running around like crazy, 嗰啲老人家咧就會好，佢哋唔係咁 educated 啦嚇，佢哋唔係講好 eloquent 啊。你哋呢成班鬼仔走嚟走去，真係煩死人啊！又喊又笑，都唔知你開心定唔開心。所以鬼仔俾人聽下咧，就變咗鬼仔行啦。So that's why a lot of the things that we pick here, it revolves around a lot of kids. Because 鬼仔 came from 鬼仔, the little 鬼仔行 came from 鬼仔. So what does this kid say?
哥啊，快啲啦，你好鬼慢啊！咪嘈啦細佬，我要打鐘先至得㗎。你咁樣邊會準啊？哎呀，你咪理我啦。
What you will notice, for every single conversation you have been hearing is in Cantonese. You realize that? Because most of the people who came to KL for the first time 係嗰邊嚟嘅，係講廣東話嘅。So Cantonese was the main Chinese dialect that was used in Kuala Lumpur or Petaling Street when people first arrived. That's the insistence that I have when I took over this property. When we took over this property, we said if you want to depict something, like I want to tell you a story about the uncle, the Chinese kids, and so forth, I want to tell it the way they had it before. Again, I'm not a historian, I'm actually an entertaining artist. So if I'm an artist, I want to depict something to show you. Some people find it offensive because they think that I'm not qualified. So again, please don't look at me as a historian or a restoration artist. I'm just an entertainer. I hope that when you walk through this, you feel oh song, how cute are they? So just now when the conversation was appearing, you notice the two kids playing Guli, right? That's the kind of game that they play in the old days, not Pokemon Go, not the games that you play like Candy Crush. Even that is for old fart already, right? You're laughing at me, right? Okay. So yeah, the 3D interaction, you'll see the goodies drawn on the wall, but there's also really a few goodies at the bottom. The best shot to take is squat down. You squat down, you squat down, you do this, it looks like, if I'm here, like this, it looks like I'm playing with a kid. Is that your turn, right? Yeah, so we move on. What else do they do as their profession? They are the educated ones. Why? When people come from China to here and they want to send kabar balik, I want to beritahu kampung saya sudah sampai. I'm here safely. 我落地生根咗，我生咗4個，我有2個老婆啊，never啦。So if you want to send the kabar back to their family, they need to find one of these guys to write the letter. Else, there's no internet, right? No email and no phone calls. I cannot. If I don't know how to write, I cannot send the message. So they will hire one of this. Sometimes their neighbors 唔使俾錢，俾個幾粒橙你就話寫個字。But most of the time, they have to go to someone who they can write for them. Their vocabulary is not even enough to tell this guy what to write. Because you know 寫呢啲咁樣嘅家書翻嚟啊， the language is very beautiful one. Even if my mother died already, it sounds so beautiful. You don't really know whether the mother died drastic or not. So they want to send message. They usually send positive message. Maybe they'll throw in the negative message in one small line. This guy does the interpretation. 所以我會講我老媽子死咗，我生咗4個仔，我有屋企有咩，我咩講晒咗咪，佢就會寫大家喺屋企係平平安安。Every word is used flowery and done by them because they are the artsy-fartsy ones, they are the one who educate them. Okay, so what is this guy doing now 喺寫緊揮春？你話佢會講咩咧？
嚟，師傅贈你幾個字，記得貼喺大門口，以後就出入平安，大吉大利啦。
Right, so as they write, they will speak. 佢寫大吉大利，出入平安，佢會講出嚟喎。It's like really 做大戲嘅。So if you imagine yourself in his era, that's how he is now. Right? These are the 3D, all sticking out. And the final one, this one on the ground floor is the most controversial one. I got a lot of bad raps because of this, but I'm not sorry and I tell you why. Okay, so the 妓女 in this street, remember 我同你，其實我同你講，我講鬼仔巷係因為個鬼仔個名係嗰首歌走嘅走。The second 鬼仔 reason 點解呢個叫鬼仔巷係因為呢度係最出名走鬼、嫖鬼、賭鬼、色鬼，全部嗰啲唔係咁好嘅鬼就已經係they roam the street of 鬼仔巷。So because it's all the vice activity, people call this place 鬼仔巷。As long as 你係衰鬼，你就係呢度嘅人，所以鬼仔巷。The third reason is because of the gangster called the 龍虎堂。龍虎堂 when they own this territory 係我照嘅，我收陀地嘅。When this was my territory, all the people who is under 龍虎堂收陀地嘅 they are called the 鬼仔。所以我係鬼仔嘅，所以你係邊範嘅？我係邊度嘅？我係鬼仔嘅屋嘅，所以就變咗鬼仔巷啦，因為係佢長嘅。So these are the 3 reasons why people call this the 鬼仔巷。They believe that you are put in a situation, you are not 即係你係逼不得要做，我唔會睇唔起你啦。And what does she say？
哥哥仔，埋嚟梳扶下啦！見你咁靚仔，係咁意，俾你打個折又點話啫？
Yeah. I'm not sure whether 佢係咁輕鬆or 咁消雲啦，but that's how I envision. You will notice a lot of windows are being drawn. 其實 the artist is trying to tell you that it's the window to their life. So every window you see is a window of their life, a window of the past. So the 5 different artists, you notice 呢個女仔嘅樣，你而家睇翻個細路哥嘅樣，你睇佢畫嘅方法係好緊要唔同嘅。The girl, that little girl that's painted there, and this lady here, you see the skin, you already can see the way the face was drawn, totally different, and that's what I want. I chose 5 local artists. I don't want them to be super popular because I want them to be potential. It's potential. You don't pick someone because you're famous, you pick someone because he has potential. I'm not a historian, I'm not a restoration artist. I want to try, so I'll pick someone who is as passionate as me. This 5 person got together, show me their depiction. They depicted what this Baizai Hong's people used to be. We worked until we like what we see, they put it on the wall. And 5 of them has got their own way of painting it. The result is marvelous. Because I love that 我哋華人都有咁多個底粒啦，我需唔需要淨係揾一個人嚟 paint 呢？ So when you go upstairs, we will go upstairs now. You will see the 2.5 story painting of 5 different styles. Okay, you will probably have to 即係如果大家晒就行呢邊㗎，行呢邊啦容易啲。如果唔係你唔好意思就要行個冇晒位就行嗰邊啦。So, what you are seeing if you start this art here, this is 2-story painting, 2.5 story 其實2層半嘅。Start from the top. What we wanted to do is to show some very significant Chinese history of architect of building. Do you know that the top image of the building up there is Jingwu Stadium? 精武啊，精武館睇到冇？點解精武館1953年 before even Independence Day, they were set up as the Chinese Athletic Stadium. To be a Chinese athletic stadium at that time, it's 好威水㗎。你仲起到一個華人嘅 athletic stadium 咧係好威水㗎。So this is actually a symbol of 我哋個威水嘅，我哋嘅 in Chinese 啊。The next one you see is the yellow building on the top right hand side. Today it's a bookstore, It's actually a drama association. 嗰幾隻字我唔識讀啊 but The old days, it's a studio and also a place where the drama of the Chinese show is done there. 亦都係一個 school 嚟嘅，係教人點樣拍戲嘅。So all this we try to put some history again. Somebody just come to me and say 都唔係咁樣排嘅，大佬畫畫啫嘛。I have a lot of very critical critics. I still try. The next thing you see a layer of house, someone living up, 晾緊衫，下邊就係個 B 頭冇咗。You see how things are？好 common 嘅，以前就係咁噶啦。上邊係仲喺度一家人住緊 ，maybe 兩家人、三家人住緊，下邊就係個 B 茶鋪，咪就係一個巷仔，推住架單車就話去送貨，咪就賣嘢，叮當叮當，篤篤糖，係嘛 ？So we try to defeat that. Remember I say 貴姐香港咗個細路哥，就細路哥 appear again 啦。邊個見過呢啲咁嘅隻啊？而家仲有㗎。This kind of thing 少咗好多㗎啦。But if you have and they are painted 啊，哇！你嗰啲仲勁啊！嗰啲仲係畫緊嘅啫嘛，即係攞漆去畫緊。So if you can read the word Coca-Cola, I'll give you $5. Can you read Coca-Cola? You're not reading properly then. There you go. Trick 下你哋都好啊嘛。If you can read the word milk, I give another $5. Milk. Yes, clever. 做咩俾佢 free advertisement 我唔係俾佢 free advertisement 嘛。其實唔係我驚俾人輸啫。So we do that because if I want to show you 啲台啦，唔 copy 茶鋪，真係有咁樣嘅嘢噶嘛。但係如果我千真畫一個杯，我千真畫一個直樽，你都唔見我 feel 啲啦。你一講睇就睇到係咯，以前係咁嘅樣嘅。我又驚 copyright 嘛 ，so 我亂嚟都要叻啲啦，就做啲咁嘅嘢啦。Okay, the next thing you see 咧就呢個就仲衰。大家認唔認得呢個女人係邊個叻嘅 ？OK，so 包租婆以前呢度啦，全部嗰啲地方俾人 own 咗嘅咧，佢就唔係一間一間咁樣租出去嘅，好耐以前啦。佢哋會間到細間房嘅。你問佢中意做乜 uncle， 佢就同你講噶啦。喺我嘅 newspaper article， 如果你嗰度睇到個 newspaper article 嚟嘅攞，前面係英文，黑拉尾係 Chinese 嘅 ，is a whole story。我哋 interview 朱長班 uncle 嗰陣時，佢同我講㗎，佢以前喺度嗰陣時係後生喺度做嗰陣時，一間好細間嘅屋間咗10間房，大家要 queue up 嚟用個廁所，有時都 queue 等唔到啊。所以呢個 lane unfortunately 就係變咗佢哋拉尾嗰度沖涼啊、大便啊，好 disgusting 啊，真係唔係咁衞生。And this is really a few years ago. I'm not talking about 50 years ago. A few years ago. So what we do for this street 係咪？The transformation 你睇唔到，you cannot believe it. If you put a photo 50 years ago and then you put my photo and say I destroy it, then yes, you compare 50 years ago and today are totally different. Compare just 1 year ago and me， 你就會知道1 year ago 已經係腐爛晒㗎啦。點解1 year ago 你唔會 restore， 到我哋 take over and restore 你話咁 angry 咧？That's the part I don't understand. I wish that there was two-way communication lah. So now we have a lot of people who tells us that we don't know history and we shouldn't do what we do. I actually think my street is doing justice now. I feel personal. So first interaction, would you be the person standing there for me, please? So 影相係點咧？你搞即係你搞跳繩咧，一個人企喺嗰度咧就跳咯。你一影相你咪睇到佢係同一個跳緊咯。你同啲 kids 搞跳繩咯 ，first interaction。所以一個人企喺入邊，你唔使揸住嘅，係咪？你跳到冇？冇跳，我真係冇。Okay, so the first interaction of installation 係呢個。The second installation 咧，大家認得呢個嘛？如果包租婆係賣嘢啦，佢唔愛行路啦，佢會點啊？喂，我係嗰個東東糖啊，你俾我2包。所以佢就放錢落去 ，then pass the money down through this basket, and after this basket reach down there already, the tok tok tong fella or the mean fella will put the food inside， 攞錢。找錢放個嘢就攞翻上去啦。有見過冇？有。咁大聲。咁好老嘅。咁我記得好似有咁嘅事咁咪得㗎嘛。我媽應該有見過咪得咯。Okay, so that's one. And then lastly， 以前人剪頭髮係邊度剪㗎？嗰度啊，靠住嗰度個凳。In the open 嘅。In the open 㗎，剪髮鋪冇 shade 冇 aircon 冇㗎 ，in the open 㗎。所以你就真係坐住呢度，明仔啊過嚟羨慕佢，屎忽一定燒到窿，I tell you， 而家好熱。But if you sit here, it's going to be right on top 嚟幫你剪緊頭髮。But why are we depicting this? Because in the old days, these are all common. You take for granted that they even existed. But that's how it is. 今日嗰啲人嚟到就講，哇好得意啊！你叫阿伯嚟到去講你，咪咁得意咪咁咯。So I hope I have given justice to this street. I also hope that it's interesting enough. There's one more mural that you can pay attention to, which is the one in front Jalan. 呢個 Bumblebee Cafe 樓上一個好大嘅細佬哥嘅樣嘅。誒，如果你影相，你買個 Bumblebee 嘅 rack 啦，或你買乜嘢都好，一個杯水都好啦，你咁樣放喺個手前面，你咁樣影佢嘅 painting 喺啱入面，佢係望住你嗰隻嘢愛食㗎。The little kid, yes， 嗱就係嗰隻啦。So the other thing, if I could add 咧，就係 there is a hidden QR code， 你去揾 calligrapher 隔離嘅 ，OK， 嗰隻 QR code 冇變丁嘅 ，just a QR code is under the green bricks, yes. So the green bricks is as old as the building. This green bricks I told you about, right? It's as old as the building. I left it there. What did I say the green bricks was for? It was for ventilation of air, ventilation of the kitchen air, the toilet, the bathroom, and my idea is to expose you to listen or experience the sound. So what sound you're gonna hear? Please go listen. 講咗就唔分咯。Okay? So any questions?